So, starting with your code, introduce yourself.
Uh, yes, sir. My code is XYZ. I have completed my MBBS in 2021. Then I joined PG Diploma in Hospital and Healthcare Management and completed it in 2022. Since then, I have been preparing for the civil services examination.
Graduation is in
MBB.
MBBS, sir.
MBBS.
See, I fail to understand when there are so many branches like medicine, ophthalmology, orthopedic, pediatric. Why did you have to join a very generalized branch in PG, hospital and healthcare management? Because at this post, some MBA guy who is doing hospitality management and all, they are also getting placed. So, why did you join this course?
Yes, sir, definitely. There are ample scope of for the MBBS students, but during Corona also, and personally, I have felt that in the hospital setting, we are more focused on the curative aspect. Then, if as an hospital administrator I work, then I can see the patient as a holistic way, and I can run whole hospital with proper coordination and give the proper care that patient and his or her family needs.
Okay. What are the three parts of the brain?
They are cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla, or you can say spinal cord.
Medulla, only medulla, or another word is also there. Medulla.
Brainstem is a
Okay.
yes.
Can you comment on the techniques used in the making of COVID vaccines in India?
Yes, sir. There are 2-3 techniques that we use. Basically, simply we take the killed arbovirus and made the Serum Institute vaccine, and that is Covishield. And that Covaxin vaccine is also a killed vaccine. And another thing, that Zy-Covid vaccine we have, that is DNA based vaccine that we have used. India usually follow this 2-3 pattern, but outside that Pfizer vaccine and other American vaccine used RNA virus for the generation.
Out of these three, our PM took which of the vaccine?
He took sir Covaxin to raise awareness about our indigenous capability of developing vaccine in such a short span of time.
What was the issue
Yes.
surrounding Covaxin
Yes.
in its export to European and other nations?
Sir, usually they follow their own standards for the vaccine and its taking, but as the time was short, the usual process of checking the vaccination and its effect was less. So they have some doubts on our Covaxin. So that's why the export was a little bit less than Covishield.
As per Charak Samhita,
Yes, sir.
Charak said that there are 360 bones in the human body.
Okay.
Do you agree with his statement? Was he wrong?
Sir, usually when a human borns and then dies, many changes happens in his or her body. So at the initial state, there might be more bones, but later on they fuses and forms the long bones, and the changes in the bones happens. That why the
No, no, no. It's not the exact
numbers.
explanation.
Okay.
Who is known as the father of surgery?
Sir, Shushrut Shanhita, Acharya Shushrut was father of surgery for India.
Okay. Why MBBS doctors? They are jealous of Ayush.
Um, Sir, maybe they are not much jealous, but probably they fail to understand their importance also in the holistic human care. They are just following their own methodology, that we allopathy, let's say.
What is the full form of Ayush?
Sir, Ayurveda, then yoga, then Unani, then Siddha, and then homeopathy.
Okay. What are your preferences?
First, sir, GS, then Assistant Commissioner of State Tax, then DYSP, sir.
Why DYSP at the last?
Uh, Sir, my motto for coming into this field was to have the diverse and holistic impact. Uh, DYSP is a very generous and noble profession, but I might have to work in a single domain. I am comfortable with that, but if given preference according to my personality and my vision, I would like to work in the GS cadre, sir.
Okay. So, what is the reason behind a doctor joining civil service?
Sir, my personal reason was that there were two aspects. That first, our healthcare system is inverted pyramid system where we focus more on the secondary or tertiary care. But after we have seen the impact of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, the preventive aspect is more beneficial. So, and second aspect was that I heard our Honorable Prime Minister sir from the Red Fort that he said that if your next 25 years aligns with the Amrit Kal of the Bharat, then it is the ideal time to serve the nation. So I realized that I want to do the individual service also, but I want to take that to the service of a society and service of a nation. So the
Already we are serving to the society, we are taking care of the health of the
yes,
individuals,
yes,
and health is one of the most important parameter
true sir,
for any individual in the country.
true sir.
So it's okay, you are already contributing.
Definitely, sir. I am definitely contributing, but the impact I have might be less, like for the 50 or 100 patient, let's say. But uh, for the if I raise the nutritious level of the society, then whole of the society becomes better, and the basis are that we if the human being is healthy, then the future of nation is also healthy.
Okay. Who is the enemy number one for India, China or Pakistan, and why?
Uh, Sir, from the on ground perspective, we can say that the Pakistan is our enemy, as they think so. But if we can say on the larger or background impact, then China is also competing as he feels that another Asian power is also on the rise.
Okay. What do you mean by counterintelligence?
Yes, sir. To identify the any security issues or internal or external and prevent them from happening or be ready for that and to
Okay. Who is your favorite doctor?
I feel, sir, my ideal is Dr. Charak and Dr. Shushrut, of course. But if we can say from the current aspect, then Dr. Devi Shetty would be my ideal doctor for me, as he has a larger impact on the cardiology aspect of the people, and he also generously helps people in the need.
If Sushrut and Charak were your
Yes,
most important personality of your life,
yes.
why didn't you join BAMS rather than MBBS?
That is true, sir. I at that time when I was joining, that I did not have much knowledge about Ayurveda at that time. But as in when I grow in during my college days, then I understand that they were already ahead of the their times. Like many instruments we use today in the surgery were already designed by the Acharya Shushruta.
Which instrument?
Sir, rhinoplasty instrument was the major one that we use today, was designed by him.
Okay.
Par Tapi Narmada Interlinking Project.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard anything about it?
Yes, sir. It's a part of ambitious program of National River Linking Project to solve the issues of water in the nation.
What is the status of that project?
Sir, currently due to some protest, it is on hold right now to negotiate between the affected parties.
Okay. What is the policy related to semiconductor? Government of India as well as government of Gujarat.
Yes. Sir, government of Gujarat was the pioneer in developing the semiconductor policy in nation, and at the same time, government of India has also launched National Electronics Policy and National Semiconductor Policy 2021. So they both are aligning their vision towards the future of the semiconductors.
Okay, tell me three things in which Gujarat is the best or the first. For an example, if I say Gujarat has the largest coastline, so three such examples.
Can I just take 10 seconds? Sir, our economic contribution to the nation with regards to our population is much more. Then, second thing,
No, that is not an ideal thing.
okay,
In that, southern states are
yeah,
much better than what Gujarat is.
okay. Then we are also, sir, good in the renewable energies, like we are second in solar and wind aspect of the.
Largest or the first, I said,
Okay,
not second.
okay,
Largest means
yes. Petrochemicals, sir, we are leading in the petrochemicals industries.
Statue of Unity,
Yes, sir. Tourism, we are in the Statue of Unity. We have
IFSC. What is IFSC?
a gift city, sir. We are a pioneer in the gift city and IFS, International Finance Cooperation.
Which state became the first state in India to have the separate department on climate change?
Uh, I don't know exactly, sir, but probably us.
What is the full form of Alliance India?
Alliance India?
India Alliance or the alliance with the name India.
Okay, okay, India. Sir, I could only recall first three of the acronym.
Okay.
Indian National Democratic. Uh,
Okay,
that's
leave it. Which were the three countries whose head did not participated in the G20 summit?
Sir, first would be China, and then second would be Russia, and third one, sir, I'm not sure. Sir.
Okay. Who is your role model
Sir, my role,
apart from medical?
yes, sir. My role model would be Swami Vivekananda ji, and because his vision for the future and the his idea of taking the whole world together uh, to grow, like we have the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam motto. So the alignment of his ideas was is my inspiration for the work, sir.
Which political party do you vote for?
Sir, probably it is a personal decision to vote for any party, but I usually try to be neutral while judging the performance of any party with regards to any national or local elections, sir.
Uh, I don't want to know the name of the party.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me one thing. In the Lok Sabha elections of 2019,
Okay.
the party for which you voted,
Yes.
did your candidate win the election or lose the election?
Uh, so that would also lead you to uh, guessing of the name of the party, but uh, the I felt that my vote had an impact in the 2019 election. It was my first time after being the 18 in the 2017.
Okay.
Yes,
So, which constitutional amendment act
yes.
reduced the age of voting?
Sir, it was the 61st Constitutional Amendment Act that reduced the
Year?
age. Uh, Probably, sir, in the 1980s, but I'm not exactly sure about the amendment.
Okay, last question from my side. What do you mean by retina on prematurity, ROP?
Yes, sir, it
And
happen.
what are the causes of it?
Sir, it happens in the newborn baby, or let's say in the infancy, they have the progressive loss of vision happening in their eyes. And one of the major cause was that if a preterm baby borns and he has birth asphyxia and we give him or her the oxygen, then it is the leading cause of retinopathy of prematurity. So,
Okay. What is ACL and PCL?
sir, it's a ligament in our knee joint, that anterior cruciate ligament and posterior cruciate ligament. It is ACL is one of the most common injured ligament in the sports person, sir.
Which of these two injuries
Yes.
takes a long time for its recovery
Sir, it's
and
a
why?
it's an ACL ligament, sir, because the PCL ligament has the support of the tibia posterior side, so dislocation are rare occurrence in the PCL. So ACL takes a longer time to heal. It happens due to hyperextension.
What is medulla oblongata?
Sir, they are the part of the brainstem, and it is anterior to the cerebellum.
Are you aware of National Digital Health Mission?
Yes, sir.
Give any three components.
Sir, health facility register, DG doctor, and patient records.
Okay. What is the doctor to patient ratio in India right now?
Sir, if only we count allopathy, then it's 1 gem 1511. But if we include
What is WHO recommendations?
1 gem 1000, sir.
Okay. What is the definition of health as per World Health Organization?
Sir, it tells that it is not only physical well-being, but also mental and social well-being, and not merely an absence of disease or infirmity.
Okay. Name any two sectors where you take action after becoming deputy collector.
First, sir, my profession only, health sector, and then education sector would be my second
One step in each. Action point.
action point. In health sector, I would focus on the nutrition of the society.
Be
and,
specific.
uh,
Malnutrition,
mal-
anemia, malnutrition.
malnutrition.
How?
By providing the portion productive foods.
Give innovative suggestion. We already have portion mask.
Yes, sir. But the implementation and the awareness about that portion
Government machinery is not doing enough in portion mask.
yeah, it is doing it to an extent, but the more needs to be done.
It's not doing enough. That means.
Uh, Probably, sir. But the
Any other suggestion?
yes, sir. Recent recommendation of the Parliamentary Standing Committee of inclusion of millets would be my next step in
We
the.
have already recognized as an international year for millets in UN, and
Yes,
we are
sir.
doing everything in our power to promote it.
Yes, sir.
I want innovative suggestion from your viewpoint as a deputy collector. You are posted as a deputy collector.
Yes.
Think as a deputy collector. In your powers, what would you do?
Sir, can I take?
Yes, take the pause.
Sir, I would include the nutritious babies with the malnourished baby to have them the interguidance and the buddy mothers of the ideas. And second thing, I would have a proper follow-up of the child in the schools and holistic.
That you can do even as a doctor. You don't need to be deputy collector for that. I want suggestion from a resident additional collector post.
Okay.
You are a branch officer of that area. You have all the resources at your disposal.
Yes, sir.
You are planning buddy mothers. Even a doctor can do that, right?
Yes.
Never mind in education. What is the specific subsector you would target?
The primary education would be my.
Primary education. What specifically? Dropout ratio, education. What?
Sir, currently dropout ratio is 2 to 3%.
You want to further reduce that? How would you reduce that? One innovative suggestion. Action plan.
Okay. Sir, again, if I can.
Yes,
discuss
you
it.
You are the district education officer.
Yes.
You have full authority, full resources at your disposal.
Sir, I would start the community libraries to have them more orientation towards the education. Then I would ask the
Okay. What is Gaia hypothesis?
Gaia. Sir, I'm not sure about the.
Okay. In one of your answers, you mentioned DYSP being your third preference because it would restrict you to a single domain.
Yes.
How is Assistant Commissioner State Tax not restricting you to a single domain? You mentioned that as a second preference. I believe that as a DYSP, you would have even more challenging, diverse roles like terrorism, insurgency, law and order. AGST would reduce you to even more domain knowledge. So why?
True, sir. That is also a singular domain, but I have heard from the Kautilya that basic of any nation to grow is a uh, earth course of any Rajya. So that's why if I could contribute to the effective uh, taxation system, then it would be my first preference as all other sectors are aligned with it.
Kautilya's Saptang Rajya also mentions Dand as an important aspect. It was also visible that law and order and several committees were there for that.
True,
So
sir.
would law and order also be a priority?
Definitely, sir. It is my priority. That's why I have kept it at the third position.
Okay, what is Bismarck model of insurance?
Smart life insurance.
Are you aware what is the health expenditure percentage of as a percentage of GDP in India?
Yes, sir.
What?
It was before 1.5, but now it is raised to 2.1% of the GDP.
Out of that health expenditure, what is the percentage of out of pocket expenditure?
Sir, it was initially 64%, but now it has reduced to 47% thanks to the insurance schemes we have.
Name one of them.
PMJ is the major scheme currently government
Is
is.
PMJ an inclusionary based scheme or exclusion based scheme?
Sir, it is inclusion based scheme according to socio-economic census of 2011.
Are there any exceptions?
I'm sorry, sir, for the exceptions regarding.
The people whose names are there in SECC database 2011
Yes.
may not necessarily be eligible for this scheme. So what are the exception criteria? Like there are exception criteria to every scheme that maybe perhaps income limit or these occupations. So are there any exception criteria for this scheme?
I'm not sure, sir, because they are inclusion of the whole family regardless
Like
of the size.
there are more than 30 to 40 crore families in India. Only
Yes.
10.52 crore families are there in PMJAY.
Yeah.
So 10.52 crore families are selected on some basis in
Yes.
SECC 2011 database.
Yes.
Out of those 10.52 crore families, certain families are excluded.
Okay.
So they must be excluded based on some criteria
Yes.
instead of randomly.
Yes.
So I am asking what are those criteria?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
Okay. What is the brand of watch you are wearing right now? The current one you are wearing.
Yes. It's a Coach brand, sir.
Okay. Can we say that expensive watch and branded clothes, can it be perceived as a show of eliteness in general?
In general, it might be a view of the general people, but
Can it be also perceived that the ground level people may not be able to connect with such people as easily as they can with other people?
sir, as always, first appearance is the last appearance. But if I have the humanity in me to connect with them,
But they won't be able to talk with you just because of the way a person looks. Let's say a deputy collector is there and he appears very much elite and is showered in branded clothes and accessories.
Yes.
A common person may be too afraid to approach him. When Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel addressed the first batch, he explicitly mentioned that be approachable.
Yes.
Like the people are not used to talk with a civil servant at that time.
Yes.
So your humanity and other aspects would come when you talk and interact with that person. What if you are unapproachable to that person?
Sir, that would depend on my individual ethics, and as I have gone through the medical field, then I am better to understand the emotions and.
See, there are two dimensions.
Yes.
In medical domain, a patient has to visit you because you are a lifesaver. In civil servant, it is not necessarily the case.
Yes.
He might turn around.
Yeah.
So what would you do to stop him from being turned around?
Sir, I would definitely use that my medical humanity in to approach from my side. And another thing that
How? Give specific example. Like you are a deputy collector,
yes,
and in your area, people want to visit,
hmm,
and you want to help the people.
yes,
But people don't visit your office that much
okay,
because of perceived behavioral stigmas
hmm,
and
hmm,
why to visit such offices. So
hmm.
how would you make your doors more open and acceptable for them?
Um, can I take 30 seconds and give a
Yes,
point?
yes.
Yes. Sir, I would myself go on the field visit whenever I get time. Then second thing, I would be available on the official government portals to connect from their homes only as the uh, digital India is progressing. And third thing, I would make myself as approachable over time that they have their trust or faith increased in me that
Okay. Are you aware of Roe versus Wade case?
yes, sir.
What was that?
Sir, recent judgment of the American Supreme Court has overturned the Roe versus Wade judgment. Roe versus
What
Wade
is the
judge,
significance?
sir, probably they are they are looking at the autonomy of the society rather than a woman for the abortion aspect.
Is it a conservative step or a liberal?
Sir, from the if we take the Indian example, then it clearly goes towards the conservative aspect,
Okay.
as we have allowed recently
Noted.
28 weeks. Yes, okay, thank you, sir. Sorry.
I'm giving you two options.
Okay.
You can either give the answer of a situation which I'm going to give you, or you can answer to some few questions.
Okay.
What will you prefer? Answering to a situation or few questions of mine?
Sir, I would go with the situation aspect as you would get to know more about the uh, my
Okay.
yes.
If I'm satisfied with your answer, I will not going to ask the questions which I'm going to ask,
Sure, sir.
and I'll take it positively if I'm satisfied with the answer.
Sir, I'll try my best. Sir.
Fine. Let's say after your selection, you are appointed as a deputy collector, and as a deputy collector, you have been posted as an advisor of a minister,
Okay.
and the minister has declared a particular scheme about some particular group of society. That group can be either women or maybe some unorganized worker sectors, unorganized sectors worker. Now, as an advisor, when you analyze the efficacy of that particular scheme, you realized that that scheme will not be that much effective. In fact, it will be counter effective,
Okay.
right? Now, after realizing that, when you went to the minister, and the minister, you told the minister that this scheme will not be that much beneficial for the beneficiaries we are targeting.
Okay.
But the minister has said that I have already declared that I am going to implement this scheme in next 3-4 months. Uh, now you have a dilemma. The dilemma is if you are going to implement the scheme just with the particular as declared by the minister, that won't be that much effective. In fact, it will be counter effective.
Yes.
And the other dilemma is you cannot, you cannot disobey the orders of your superior, who is the political representative, who is an elected representative. Right? Now, in this situation, what you will do?
Yeah. Can I, sir, to organize my thoughts? Yes. Sir, first I would like to persuade my superior to have the holistic approach to this scheme and add some provisions that would not only be productive but also have the larger impact. And secondly, if uh, if still the scheme is going through, then my first duty would be to the public. So I would still ask him or her to reconsider the scheme, and
See,
if
that's what I have clarified.
yes,
The minister, the, the minister understands that the minister understood your point of view that
Yes.
it is not going to that much effective. But maybe the elections are nearby, and he has already declared the scheme. It's a very important part of the people who are living in the area from which he is going to contest the election. So he's not ready to take the scheme back. He is going to implement it anyhow in 2-3 months.
okay.
Now you are the advisor. Now, as a honest, loyal citizen of India, you know that this scheme will be counter effective. But you have to find out some way from that.
So if he is not ready to negotiate, then I can do two things. That first, I would ask him to not to repeal, but to add some provisions. And second, whenever I get the chance to implement the scheme, I would see to it that the positive aspect of the schemes are implemented first, and then the post implementation analysis I would show to the minister to reconsider or make the scheme more holistic. So the R&D approach would be the way to convince him after the
And how you do R&D? You know about the particulars. That's what I am saying.
it's evidence based after
Okay.
the
What is a superfood?
Uh, s- Sir, if I'm not sure, but if I can guess, then it would be the food fortified with the vitamins and minerals that are needed. That is
That
super.
is a superfood.
I'm not sure, sir.
So the salt you are eating along with iodine is a superfood.
I'm not sure, sir. That's
Okay, there is a phrase we many a times use. It has some relevance with the medical aspects also. I want to know that why do we call it a gut feeling? And actually, in reality, we think from the brain,
Yes.
but still we call it a gut feeling.
Sir, it's a intuitive aspect to the any decision making. Our brain, we have two parts, that conscious part and subconscious parts. So somewhere around the our experiences, our learnings form the basis of that gut feeling.
But why gut feeling? Why not kidney feeling? Why not liver feeling?
Sir, it somehow resembles to the feeling coming from the core, and we usually in yoga or Ayurveda feel that our gut is the core of our.
Why the gut would be the core of digestion? I think digestion starts from your mouth itself,
Yeah,
right?
the true, sir. It starts from the mouth, but it happens majority in the gut, and in
Is gut the core area of our body? You sure? Whenever we are citing Ayurveda, is gut the core area of our body?
Yes, sir. Because in Ayurveda they say that food best eat healthy food and you will be healthy. And in meditation we feel that the our chakras are in the gut area.
Okay, what is the full form of MBBS?
It's a Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery.
Why do they call it MBBS instead of BMBS?
Uh, Sir, I also was inquisitive about that question when I joined, but
Did you get any answer from your faculties? No one?
not the. They are just. I'm not sure, sir, that the satisfactory answer was there.
What is the full form of LLB?
Uh, Bachelor of Law and I'm not sure about other else, sir.
Okay, gentlemen, so your interview is over.
Thank you, sir.